We are going to rate every quick service location in Disney's California Adventure today. Throughout the video, we'll probably refer to Disney's California Adventure as DCA, just to make it easier on ourselves. The system we developed for this video is to rate each location based on 5 factors: food quality, seating availability, the kids menu, desserts, and fun beverages, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. We are going to be going from worst to best, and remember, these are just our opinions. Just because we rate something low doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that in our opinion, there might be some better options. Feel free to disagree in the comments. We have a lot to cover, so let's jump in. All right, starting off, we are heading to Angry Dogs. Oh, Angry Dogs, we love you. We really, really do. But you need some variety. Here, you can order exactly 2 items: an Angry Dog, which is a spicy all-beef hot dog, or a slightly annoyed dog, which is a regular, not spicy hot dog. Both of these are fine, but they're just hot dogs and there's really nothing super special about them. Also, there's no dessert offered here, so that's kind of a bummer. They do offer 1 beer, so if you like that specific beer, then that's great. And as for the kids, again, there's only 2 things to order here, and both present a choking hazard for our littlest ones. If your kids like hot dogs and can safely eat them, then this is great. But otherwise, you're going to have to keep looking for somewhere to have lunch. The seating here is basically non-existent. You'll be limited to the benches in front of the Incredicoaster launch, which tend to be really, really crowded. So you're probably not going to find a seat, especially if your group is larger than 2 people. That said, these are hot dogs, and so they're relatively easy to eat while walking around, as long as you have someone else to push that stroller, of course. Overall, Angry Dogs gets a 4 out of 10 from us. Up next is Poultry Palace. We really want to love Poultry Palace. The outside of it is so fun. It just seems like that crazy local chicken place that your friend swears is good, and then it's the best chicken you've ever had. Unfortunately, when we've had this chicken, it was underwhelming. If you're starving and you just cannot wait to walk out of Pixar Pier and you absolutely must have chicken right now, then go for it. The food is not bad. It's just not worth going out of your way to get. Also, just like Angry Dogs, there really isn't anything for young kids here. The only food options are choking hazards, as it's all chicken drumsticks, and there's no dessert or fun beverages available. Since it's right next to Angry Dogs, it shares the seating woes, but chicken drumsticks are not as easy to eat while walking. Overall, Poultry Palace gets a 4.5 out of 10. All right, up next is Corn Dog Castle. If you are looking for a perfect corn dog, look no further than Corn Dog Castle. Perfectly fried, always fresh. These corn dogs never fail to put me in a good mood. They are just so delicious. They also offer a cheddar cheese stick, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's just cheddar cheese fried into beautiful golden brown perfection. We recognize there is no variety here, and it's definitely not the best for you, but if a corn dog is what you want, then you will not be disappointed. They don't have any desserts or fun beverages here, but we almost don't hold it against them because the corn dogs are just excellent. The cons for this location is that there really isn't much for kids who can't eat hot dogs, and there is fairly limited seating available. Overall, 5 out of 10. Next up is Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. Boardwalk is a cafeteria-style quick-service restaurant and will have something for the whole family. That said, Boardwalk is a cafeteria-style quick-service restaurant, and it will have something for the whole family. The food here, it's not amazing, and it's probably lower in quality than even Angry Dogs, but they offer pastas like spaghetti and chicken Alfredo, pizzas, salads, and a small selection of grab-and-go snacks, so everyone will find something here that they'll like. The food tastes okay, but you aren't here for quality food. You're here because it's easy, quick, and seating is an absolute breeze. The seating area for this location is really, really big, and it's beautifully decorated and mostly covered. Oh, and a pro tip, it is located right along the parade route. So if you time it just right, you can watch a parade while eating your lunch. Overall, 5.5 out of 10. Next up is Award Wieners. Similar to Angry Dogs, you're gonna find hot dogs here, but these hot dogs are leveled up. This location is themed after the famous Pink's hot dog stand in Hollywood. Award Wieners offers a bacon street dog, a chili dog, both of which are really, really delicious. And they also offer a plant-based Philly dog, which our vegetarian friend told us was pretty decent. But if you aren't in the mood for a hot dog, you could also order some asada fries. The asada was pretty good, but the guac was a little runny and kind of brought the dish down for us. As for the kids menu, we have the same issue here as we do with Angry Dogs. Technically, the only item available is a hot dog, so if they like hot dogs, great, and if they don't, there's not really any options. That said, they do have a Power Pack available. The Power Pack is usually one of our favorite snacks in the parks for kids. It's $6.99 and it includes goldfish, a yogurt smoothie, a Cuties orange, a small bag of carrots, and a choice of a small beverage. This is one of our favorite snacks in the parks to help kids avoid that hanger, but I don't really think it's enough to be a meal, so if they don't like hot dogs, they're out of luck here. And there aren't any desserts, but they do have a hibiscus margarita, which is really good without being overly sweet, and they also have a couple of beers available. There is a ton of seating available at this location. Since it's closer to the back of the park, it's rarely super busy. Overall, we'd rate Award Wieners a 6 out of 10. Next up is Shawarma Palace. The iconic shawarma from the end of the first Avengers movie has a home at Avengers Campus. There are actually 2 Shawarma Palace locations. One is over by Web Slingers, and the other is in front of the Hyperion Theater over there by Guardians of the Galaxy. They both offer the same menu, and it's pretty straightforward: chicken shawarma or plant-based shawarma. That's it. Both are excellent, and I definitely think they're worth going out of your way to get if you like shawarma. They really don't have anything else here. I doubt most kids would be happy here. And these are just like carts, so there's not any designated seating, but the shawarma is very, very, very good. Overall, we give it a 6 out of 10. Heading over to Paradise Garden Grill. Here, you're gonna find some fun Mexican-style food. The food is pretty good. We recently ordered the chicken flautas, which were super flavorful and came with a fantastic side of rice and beans. We also ordered the El Pastor tacos, which were kind of a little disappointing. For those of us in the southwestern US, we know and love El Pastor tacos, and these tacos just did not hit for us. Typically, El Pastor is an incredibly savory dish, but there was a kind of strange sweet flavor in these tacos that we just didn't love. That said, overall, we still really like this location because the burrito and the flautas are fantastic, and there's also a cheese quesadilla available for the kids. As for desserts and fun beverages, they have an absolutely fantastic vanilla layer cake. It's honestly one of the best cakes I've had at Disneyland, like ever. 10 out of 10 recommend the cake. It's so moist and has a really delicious cinnamon mousse layer that I just kind of wanted in a bowl by itself. It was so, so good. There's also a watermelon candy cocktail, and it was a treat. Finally, there is a ton of seating here as it's right next door to the Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. Overall, we'd rate this a 7 out of 10. Next up is Lucky Fortune Cookery. The food quality here can be kind of hit or miss. We recently ordered the udon noodle bowl, and honestly, all the vegetables were way over steamed and were just sort of a limp, soggy mess. Really not good. But the pot stickers we ordered were perfect. The wonton wrapper was crispy, golden brown, and the filling was super, super flavorful. And also the sauce that came with those pot stickers was so delicious, I just wanted to drink it. The kids menu here is different variations of chicken and rice or a noodle bowl with vegetables. So for our kids, it works great, but I know I have some friends whose kids wouldn't eat anything here, so I guess it's just about knowing what your kid will or won't like. There isn't a dessert menu available here. There are some interesting beverages, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic, that you can only find here. They offer a really delicious Thai tea and a specialty strawberry cocktail. A huge plus for this location is that it's located in the San Francisco Square, and there is a ton of seating. You might have to walk around a bit to find a seat in the shade, but other than the absolute busiest park days, I really don't think it'll be an issue to find a place to sit down to eat your food. Overall, we rate this a 7 out of 10. Staying in San Francisco Square, we're heading over to Cocina Cucamonga Mexican Grill. This is the place to go if you're looking for Mexican food in DCA. Everything we tried here is destination-worthy delicious. We have literally left home with the intent to go have dinner here. It's that good. The birria taco specifically is out of this world. The taco is well put together. It came with a side of dipping sauce, but was not a sloppy mess like some birria tacos that we've seen before during festivals at DCA. And the tacos delivered the perfect amount of savory and salty with wonderfully melted cheese and perfectly seasoned meat. There are not a lot of options here for the little ones, but what is here should satisfy most kids. You can choose between a chicken or an asada taco, which are both served with an orange, a yogurt smoothie, and a small beverage. You can also order a side of rice and beans, so altogether, we think kids will leave here nice and full. There is no dessert on the menu currently, but they do offer numerous specialty cocktails, including a pomegranate margarita, a michelada, and a selection of beer and non-alcoholic horchata. Cocina Cucamonga is also located in San Francisco Square, so there is a ton of seating. Overall, we rate it a 7.5 out of 10. I am starting to get so hungry. I hope you grabbed a snack before you started watching this video, because I definitely did not grab one before I started recording, and I am regretting it. All right, next up is our favorite place to eat in San Francisco Square, and that is Aunt Cass Cafe. Confession time, we have actually only just discovered this location, but we have fallen in love with it. Everything we've ordered from Aunt Cass has been a home run. The curry beef bowl really surprised us, and it's legitimately fantastic. It has beef, carrots, potatoes, onions with some rice, green onions, and pickled ginger. It was also pretty spicy and not Disney spicy, like actually spicy, which we really liked. The kids also really love the mac and cheese bowl, which is a creamy, delicious mac and cheese inside of a sourdough bread bowl. My kids were absolutely amazed that they could eat the bowl that their food came in. So much fun for them. Aunt Cass also has some great specialty beverages like the yuzu lemonade coffee and the honey lemonade. This location is super popular, and we noticed that even with a mobile order, it can take quite a while to get your food after you have ordered or have selected I am here, prepare my order from the Disneyland app. Overall, we'd rate this an 8 out of 10. We have entered the top 3 in our quick service ranking, and I am so excited. We are now at Smoke Jumpers Grill. This is one of the few places in DCA that's open for breakfast and has coffee available. I don't know why it's so hard to find food and coffee in the same place at DCA in the morning, but it just is. For breakfast, you're going to find a breakfast sandwich and a burrito along with seasoned potatoes and, again, coffee. Very important to get that coffee, am I right? And while the lunch and dinner offerings are classic theme park fare like hamburgers, chicken fingers, and sandwiches, when these theme park classics are done this well, we do not mind at all. In addition to chicken tenders and a burger, you can order fries on the side and a 3-pack of Baby Bell cheese. Always good to get that protein in. For dessert, you're going to find some really good vanilla and chocolate milkshakes, but the real star here is the rotating specialty milkshakes that they have on offer. Previously, we've seen milkshakes like an apple pie shake, and currently you're going to find a lemon bar milkshake, which is really, really delicious, but also super, super rich. My kids shared one and they didn't even finish it. That's how rich we're talking. Smoke Jumpers also has a constant rotating lineup of delicious cocktails and specialty beverages. For Halloween, they're offering a green apple lemonade cocktail, and they always have a frozen rum and coke, and you can choose between Jack Daniels or Captain Morgan in those. And let me tell you, sitting in the shade with a slushy Jack and Coke, enjoying the national park inspired scenery, not the worst way to spend 15 minutes in DCA. There is also a very large seating area outside. It's all covered in the shade. With fantastic theme park classics, a great kids menu, delicious milkshakes, and easy seating, this is one of our go-to locations to grab a bite in DCA. Overall ranking, 9 out of 10. All right, we are heading over to Avengers Campus, and we are eating at Pym Test Kitchen. We love Pym's so much. The food here is not only good, but really fun. The location is themed after Ant-Man, and so all the food here is disproportionately large and small. You'll still get plenty to eat, but it's just really fun. For example, the chicken sandwich, it comes with a normal sized chicken breast, but the slider buns that come with it make the chicken look really huge and or your buns look really small, depending on how you look at it. Another favorite menu item we have here is the oversized pretzel. And if we're being honest, the star of the show is that beer cheese sauce. That pretzel is just a sauce delivery system for us, but it's also very, very good on its own. The kids menu here is my favorite in DCA, purely because of how inventive and fun it is. The menu does switch up from time to time, but right now they're offering a peanut butter and jelly plate, which has the peanut butter and jelly separated, so the kids actually get to build their own sandwich. And it comes with a Cuties Orange vanilla yogurt with those awesome like fruit boba balls on top and a small beverage. They also offer a grilled cheese and a spaghetti dish for the kids. Pym wins the kids menu because it has kid staples that are not your standard mac and cheese, chicken fingers, and fries. And it keeps the kids occupied, so maybe you can eat your food before it gets cold this time. Pim's also has desserts like the chocolate smash candy bar and specialty beverages like the non-alcoholic proton punch, not to mention the fact that there's an entire bar, the Pim Tasting Lab, connected to the quick service location. This has to rate as the best quick service spot in DCA to get a good dessert or a drink. All the cocktails are fantastic and in our experience are pretty strong, so you're definitely getting your $16 worth from those drinks. Man, those drinks are so expensive. So why is it not number one on our list? Well, while Pim's does everything food related basically perfect, it completely fails in seating. There's just not a ton of seating here, and it can be really hard to find a table. It is such a bummer though, because it's one of the more popular quick service locations. Disney has tried to mitigate this by adding in some seating around Avengers Campus, but it's still pretty sparse, and a lot of times people are just walking around with their trays trying to find somewhere to sit down. We'll sometimes want to eat here, but when we walk by, we see all the people walking in circles, and we'll just go somewhere else. So unfortunately, it's going to rank number 2, and it's an overall 9.5 out of 10. We have reached the top spot, the number 1 place to eat a quick service meal in all of DCA. We are heading over to Radiator Springs, where life is always a dream. The best quick service location in all of California Adventure, in our opinion, is Flo's V8 Cafe. Flo's is themed as a classic American diner. The food is always good, and you're going to find a lot of variety. They offer a club sandwich, a fried chicken plate, a burger, a salad, and rotating seasonal offerings. Right now for Halloween, they're offering a mango habanero chicken strip meal, which is really fantastic. And it's definitely spicy. On their regular menu, our favorite entree is the Flo's famous fried chicken. It comes with roasted garlic mashed potatoes, gravy, and vegetables. Like any good diner though, Flo serves up mouth-watering milkshakes, and they're all served in tall glass cups, which just adds to that overall atmosphere of the restaurant. Flo's also has really good options for kids. Classic options like mac and cheese, chicken tenders, and a burger. They are all served with carrots, an orange, and a milk or a water, and I think pretty much every kid will find something here that they like. Flo's also has those awesome French fry buckets, which are usually some variation of Mater, and our kids have always loved them. They're just really fun. As for seating, there is a ton of indoor seating, which is bonus points, air conditioned, and quite a lot of seating around the perimeter, with most of it in the shade. If you walk over towards the back of the restaurant, there's an area that's completely covered where you can sit. Very rarely is there anybody there, and you can watch the Radiator Springs racers fly by while you eat. I've never had trouble finding a seat even on the busiest days at Flo's, and obviously this is going to be a 10 out of 10 favorite place to eat in DCA. Wow, that was a lot to get through. Please let us know in the comments what your favorite quick service location is in DCA, and if you agree or disagree with any of our rankings. If you're looking for more toddler tips, check out the videos linked in the description below or the one that's on your screen now. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.